What's up everybody, it's Tail the Viking from Team Frey, and today we're going to be looking at the new Mastery Camo Obsidian. Now when I looked at this in the gunsmith screen, I wasn't really sure if I was going to like it or not. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes what it's going to look like in-game from this screen, but after completing it I can say that it was well worth the grind. This is one of the most advanced textures I've seen on a skin in Call of Duty, and it looks like it was really carved out of the stone obsidian. The way that the light hits the jagged edges on the texture is just so cool. And I wanted to clear one thing up before we get into the tips. Unlike Damascus, this is a single weapon basis camo, so as soon as you complete the challenges for your favorite gun that you're working on, you will automatically unlock this to use. The only requirement to start is that you already have gold. If you don't have gold on the gun and you're having trouble getting it, make sure to check out some of my other videos. I've done some gold guides. And like and subscribe if you enjoy. Let me know down in the comment section if you'd like to see me do a different gun to Obsidian, or tell me what gun that you're working on right now. Okay, so the requirement for this is to kill 15 enemies in a certain amount of matches. For ARs, you're looking at 200 matches. For SMGs, you're looking at 150. It's going to vary a little bit depending on the gun. If you make sure to stick around till the end of the video, I will be showing you a comparison in game between all these different camos. So you can see if it's worth the grind for you or not, and I will also be doing a setup guide on my class that I used to get this done really fast. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you at the end. Tip number 1. I'm not sure if this is intentional or if it will eventually be patched, but as of now, multiples of 15 in a single game will stack and count for multiple games in your progression meter. If you get 30, 45, 60, and so on kills in a game, it will give you 2, 3, and 4 games completed from that single game, which is pretty handy in my opinion. I wish I knew this when I started. My highest kill game grinding for this camo was 105 kills, and it jumped me from 80 to 85 15 kill games immediately. If I would have known this, I would have spent all of my time in shipment just trying to get extremely high kill games. Number 2, because of the stacking effect, I would recommend taking advantage of Shoot the Ship while it's available. Even if you aren't the best player, if you play smart, you can definitely get 30 kill games or higher in shipment. Number 3, prioritize your grinding for max efficiency. I did this all the time when I was grinding in Damascus. Depending on the 24/7 playlist that was available, I would work on certain challenges. Long shots and mounted kills when Shoot House and Rust were available, kills shortly after reloading and with no attachments on maps like Shipment, and so on. With that being said, if you were working on Damascus but you already know what gun you'll be mainly using when that's done, go get Obsidian on that gun now while Shipment is available. You can even set up a couple different classes so that you can keep grinding your long shots and mounted on Shoot House and just switch to the Obsidian objective class when you load into Shipment. If you want the class builds that got me 100 plus kill games on Shipment and Shoot House, stick around at the end of the video and I will show my M4 setups for those 2 different maps. Tip number 4. Even further maximizing your efficiency. Always remember to check your missions, whether it is your actual missions, dailies, weeklies, or officer challenges past level 55, even operator missions. You can unlock some pretty cool stuff from these challenges that keep your setup feeling fresh when the grind gets dull. Also, a lot of times, if you just check, you'll find that you have missions available that already match what you're doing for your camos and it won't take any extra time or energy to complete. Alright, on to tip number 5, the last and maybe most important tip for Obsidian and all other in-game challenges. Do the hardest gun first. Consider starting with one of the most dreaded weapons that you plan to complete. When the grind is fresh, it is easier to stay motivated, especially when you don't have that first one done yet and you're still craving to see it for yourself. Save the guns you know will be easier for later so that you can take your time on them if you get frustrated, and know that you at least have Obsidian knocked out on something you really had to push for. Mentality is most of the battle with all things video games, and this is no exception. I just want to give a quick bonus piece of information. This is still just a rumor, but I have heard that down the road they will be releasing a secondary master camo that will be rewarded to everyone who had taken the long road to get Obsidian on every gun. Alright guys, now before we get into the mastery camo comparison and my class setups for easy high kill games, I would like to take a second to talk about my sponsor Rogue Energy. This is my preferred product for long nights of camo grinding. It helps me feel sharp, it tastes great, and I feel like it's more hydrating than a pre-made energy drink. If you head over to rogueenergy.com and use code TEO at checkout, you can get 10% off of every order. They have some fantastic starter packs they'll get you set up with, where you can try a bunch of different flavors before you commit to a tub of anything, and they'll get you set up with a pretty cool shaker cup as well. I'm currently drinking peach iced tea and grape popsicle, and I really like them. They're super good flavors. I definitely recommend. Let's go. Okay, so this is our shipment class. This is the primary class you're going to be using for this challenge if you're trying to get high kill games. We're basically turning our AR into an SMG here. It's a super fast class. 5mm laser, Merc foregrip, 60 round mags to help with those 5-6 person fights in shipment, stippled grip tape, and no stock. This is going to be the fastest, most accurate hip fire, fastest ADS speed that you can possibly make an M4. Alright, this is going to be our second class setup. This is what I was using for Shoot House, but this is also my standard multiplayer class that I use for pretty much everything. Again, we're starting on the XRK platform. We're going to do a compensator muzzle, a stock grenadier, the commando foregrip underbarrel, stippled grip tape, and no stock. This is going to be a great mix of accuracy and mobility. It's really good at like medium to long range fights, but it also can hold its own against SMGs at close range if you're moving. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into the mastery camo comparison. This is Obsidian. I just think it looks so rad, the way the light hits and stuff. It's really cool. We're just on my normal warm-up mode, shooting bots, so we can take a look at this, the way it looks. Those reloads in the sun, oh. And this is going to be our Damascus. You've probably seen plenty of videos of Damascus. If you watch streams, if you watch my stream, you've definitely seen this a lot. It's got such a good shimmer in the sun too, but it doesn't have that same texture, you know, it's just a flat skin. Even though it looks great, it's just, the Obsidian is definitely different. I'm glad that they kind of took a chance on it. Okay, this is going to be our Platinum, and with Platinum, you know, I really liked it when I first got it because I think it was just so hard to get. There's just so many ARs that were frustrating grinds, I think, that when I first got Platinum, I was just really excited. But looking back on it, especially compared to Damascus and now Obsidian, I think it's not as cool as I once thought it was. I mean, it's still obviously an achievement, but it's just, it's a little lackluster now. And then this is going to be our Gold, which now looking back, I haven't played with Gold or Platinum since I got Damascus, but I'm thinking the Gold is looking better than the Platinum. I like what they did with Gold this time around, where they kind of put some, like, you know, carvings in it and stuff. It's not just like a straight up gold. It's got some texture to it. It's got more texture than Damascus too, because it's got those little carved valleys. But it's looking pretty good right now. I might do a little throwback and run some of this Gold on a stream soon. I think it looks pretty cool. Anyways, that's gonna be it. If you want to see me do a camo comparison, because I do have Damascus, so I have Gold, Platinum, and Damascus for every gun. I can get Obsidian on a different gun if you let me know down in the comments, and I can do another quick video where I just show camo comparisons on some different guns. Let me know what you want to see, guys.